Hey, what's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC. Today we're taking a look at the Log+Jotter subscription for October 2023. Now this subscription's $5 a month, gets you a 3.5 inch by 5.5 inch pocket notebook with a completely unique cover design each month. They don't sell it in stores and they never repeat, so this subscription is the only place you're going to get those designs. Now, each notebook is 40 pages and you have the choice from 3 different page styles, from blank to dot, and then finally grid. And a lot of great options there, only $5 a month, so killer deal on this subscription. Now, I do want to note, if you haven't received yours yet, or you're wondering where it is, this did arrive pretty late this month. Usually we get these in about the first third of the month, and we're already in the latter half of October. So these are arriving late, but it does seem like people are getting them. I saw people posting that they finally received theirs in the Facebook group as well. And so it seems like everyone's a little bit late, but they're starting to arrive now. So with that said, let's dive into this month's cover. Really cool one this month, at least in my opinion. And we have a nice football theme. And so this one's going to be a little bit hit or miss, and I should clarify that this is American football, but going to be a little bit hit and miss because not everyone is a fan of football, but I do think it's a very cool design. You can see they made up a fictional team here for the fans of the Log+Jotter writers, even came up with their own logo, and even the image in the back, that football player, it looks like there's a quarterback back here and he has that same logo on his helmet, so nice attention to detail there. Really cool colorway. I think they went with some autumn fall colors, this red and gold. If you're a fan of professional football, that might kind of resemble the 49ers colors. So if you're a fan of the 49ers, may especially resonate with you, or if you hate the 49ers, maybe the exact opposite. But I do think it ends up looking pretty cool, and I don't think they were targeting a specific team. In fact, I'm mostly follow professional football, but I'm sure there's teams in college and small town football teams that also follow that same color theme. So a little bit for everyone. And now flipping over to the back, you can see the design does not wrap around, but we have that same logo on that pocket logo that's sticking out of your pocket. Log+Jotter, make and tell a story. And let's get into the inside. So you can see I do get the dot grid, and they are numbered 1 through 40. If you get the blank, you will not get the numbers. Obviously they want to keep everything completely blank in that case, but you'll still get 40 pages, of course. Not going to go over the top, that's exactly the same as usual. We also have our normal inch ruler, but we'll read through the page prompts because I always enjoy these. Now, for page prompts, we have a high school story, things I like about my community, a time I scared someone, sketch an old sign, the signs of fall, a small town I like to visit, a time my team won, and write a spooky story. Now, really good page prompts. Usually I just use these for keeping notes, honestly, but I do enjoy the page prompts, and one day I really want to get to, trying to complete each of those each month, but really haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet, but still enjoy the inspiration. Now, we can go to the back to get more information about this month's design. Bottom is exactly the same as normal, and of course our centimeter ruler on the back. But the name of this design is called The Good Days. Issue date, of course, October 2023. And the inspiration says, it's easy to find inspiration in one of our favorite seasons. Along with the beauty of a Midwest autumn, there's nothing like the Friday night lights in a rural town. When school starts and fall begins, we find ourselves starting each weekend at a local football field. The pride and loyalty of cheering for the boys on the field is the main entertainment for an entire community. In the crowded stands, you find yourself talking about the sport, but also reminiscing with friends and enjoying being outdoors in a different way. So we hope this notebook inspires you to think back on some of your memories with friends and community. Maybe some of the details get fuzzy, maybe a few of the stats get exaggerated a bit, but just like the game-winning play from your high school days, it will be a story you were happy to make and tell. So again, really big fan of this month's, but do realize this isn't going to be for everyone. I know the sports ones do tend to be pretty popular, so if you're in that Facebook group I mentioned earlier, I think it's called L+J Fans. If you're in there and you're not such a fan of this, I think there's a decent trade market for these sports ones, and so you may be able to swap it for something that you're more into. But for me, this definitely lands. I am a fan of pro football, don't follow college as much, although that can be a little bit more exciting at times, but I don't really follow college. It's just a little bit much for me to try and keep up with both, but this fit cover does resonate really well with me. Would love to hear your thoughts on it down in the comments below. And as usual, if you got some enjoyment out of this video, consider liking it, commenting, interacting in any way, and of course subscribing, hitting the notification button. All help the channel out a ton. But as always, I hope you have a great one. Take care.